Hi, what's up? Arts here, and welcome to a new Black Ops 3 video. In fact, welcome to a new Black Ops 3 Best Class setup video. And of course, as you can tell by the title, in this one, we're going to take a look at the Argus, aka Black Ops 3's very own KSG. This thing is an absolute beast, or at least it can be if you're really deadly accurate. And with that being said, of course, as always, first we're going to take a look at the attachments, and then the perks, and finally the square street setup. With that being said, let's get to it. Now for starters, we have the ELO sights. Obviously, whenever you use the Argus, accuracy is key, and I personally think that an ELO sight or a red dot sight is definitely going to help you out a whole lot with that. But of course, if you don't like the ELO sight, if you don't like red dot sight, then simply switch this one. For anything else that you prefer, maybe go for an extra perk, maybe go for a secondary, a lethal, a tactical, whatever it might be. But in my case, I think I'm going to stick with the ELO sights. Anyway, so next up we have the long barrel. Obviously, whenever you use a shotgun, you're dependent on killing your opponent with one bullet. Or at least that is the case with the Argus and the KRM. And the long barrel is simply going to increase your range by a little bit. Now, obviously, I have been binge watching Black Ops 3 in-depth videos, so I'm not too sure about how much the long barrel actually increases your range nowadays. Because if I'm not mistaken, they actually nerfed this attachment during Black Ops 3's life cycle. Because during the beta at the start of Black Ops 3's life cycle, the long barrel actually doubled your range. Obviously, that was a tad too much, so I'm not too sure what it's like right now. But this thing is definitely going to make this gun a little bit more deadly at medium range. It's basically going to help you secure those one-shot kills. Anyway, so next up we have the quick draw grip. Obviously, when it comes down to doing well with the Argus, being able to snap on target really quickly is key, and the quick draw grip will help you out with that, because obviously this attachment allows you to zoom in a little bit faster. Now keep one thing in mind, yes, this is a shotgun, but I would never recommend you to hip fire with this one, because in most cases you're simply going to get a hit mark. I'm not too sure how that works, but that's one thing that I've noticed. Honestly, if you want to do well with this one, then make sure you zoom in at all times. And then finally, we have rapid fire. Now, of course, like I said before, if you want to do well with this weapon, then accuracy is key. But of course, sometimes you're going to miss a bullet. And in that case, having rapid fire is going to be a lifesaver, because this actually decreases the amount of time in between shots, which is obviously pretty good, but especially at close range, this thing is going to be a lifesaver. Anyway, so next up for perk 1, we have Afterburn, which is actually going to increase the recharge rate of your thrusters, which in this case is pretty useful, because of course you have to get up close and personal, and Afterburn is going to allow you to do that, because in this case you'll be able to slide on a constant basis, which is definitely going to be pretty useful, and of course you don't have to worry about your thrusters running out when you decide to wall run. And then finally, of course, we have fast hands and also hardwires. Anyway, first things first, as you all know, hardwire is my go-to perk in Black Ops 3. First, I'll make sure that you're immune to counter UAVs, power cores, EMP grenades, and also smoke screens. It makes sure you don't trigger trip mines, shock charges, and C4 alarms. And then on top of that, it also reduces the effects of Tracker, and it completely annihilates the effects of Sixth Sense. So this one is definitely pretty good. And then on top of that, we also have fast hands. Now for starters, this one allows you to swap between weapons a little bit faster. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of that. I rarely use a secondary, and if I do, it's either the XM53 or the Black Cell. And to be fair, I only use those just because I want to unlock the Dark Matter camo. But the best part about the perk Fast Hands is that it actually allows you to zoom in faster after you're done sprinting. In fact, it cuts the time that it takes you to zoom in after you're done sprinting in half, which is definitely pretty good, especially with a weapon that you need to zoom in with if you wish to get a one-shot kill. And then finally, in terms of my score streaks, in this case, with the UAV, the counter UAV, and the hater. Of course, if you want to do well with the shotgun, then like I said before, you have to get up close and personal. The UAV and the hater will basically allow you to prepare yourself for a gunfight before it actually happens. And of course, if you know where your opponents are at, you've got the upper hand. And then the counter UAV is going to make it a little bit more tricky for them to figure out where you're at. So that's why I went with these three. But of course, it doesn't really matter too much what score streaks you use. Anyway, with that being said, if you've got a pretty solid Argus setup, then definitely be sure to share that one in the comments down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, some support, a like rating would be very much appreciated. If not, that's cool. Of course, if you want to, you can also follow me on Twitter, or Facebook, or Instagram. You can find all those things in the description. And then finally, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the continued support. And I will catch you in the next one. Take it easy.